Hello and welcome to the HackMatrix. I recently reinstalled OBS because it was continually crashing, and I think I got it to work. I'm quite happy with that. Actually, with that, I can go to my REPL and say complete work on HackMatrix because I did some work to get OBS working and I can stream HackMatrix now without any problems. For the pull-ups, I have to go outside to work on Chiron. That's a robot. Um, I'm not sure I'm going to go outside. What I want to do is I want an AI or a neural network device, a neural network center. Um, and so I think I am probably going to um, grab a AWS G2 instance or some type of AI cloud AI agent. This is really stupid marketing, in my opinion. Um, I might take a look at this though. So let's go take a look at the G2 instances. Uh-oh. I forgot to save the, oh, maybe I didn't. That was another stream. Okay. I need to just get rid of this here. Okay. Da-da. Okay, so I do want EC2, but I want EC2 with GPU. I just want compute. I want raw compute. I want a G2. I want to see the pricing of G2, and yet it's like, oh no, we can't show you that. Pricing of G2. On-demand pricing of G2. G2, G2, where's the GPU? I think this might be it. So it's compute optimized. All. I thought it was G2, AWS instance. Or maybe it's a G4. Okay, so it is a G4. Okay, so let's look at the pricing of G4 on demand. I think I calculated it to be like roughly $500, which I can do. And I think I was going to run like a G4 something something, um, so I can get one of the um, Facebook models running. Because I want to make an AI agent. A fully automated agent. There seems to be a lot. Browser-based no-code version of what in the world is this? I think I might have to make my own. Everyone's rolling their own. So something that I actually want to do besides doing the AI agent, I have a locally running text-to-speech. Where's my tmux? Here we go. So if I open up speech.py, I have a TTS model that uses my voice. It's not great, but it uses my voice and it basically opens up a FIFO, and then I can simply cat data or echo. Here, I'll do this. Cat speech.py to temp TTS FIFO. Okay, you guys can't hear this. Um, Let me go to PAVU control. I actually really need a way to get rid of this.
Model paths. Models multilingual multi-dataset XTE2S22.
So this is a locally running model.
Speaker WAV me mat WAV. Langwagen. TNP. TTSFO. Self TSTTE TTS. Model path GPU true.
It's not
Self
great, but
speaker WAV aqua speaker WAV WAV.
love, love.
Self language. Language.
Language.
Self.
Okay.
AFO path. FIFO path. FIFO path.
Okay, I'm actually going to kill the server. Because that's just really annoyed. I'm just going to be honest. Terminate called without an active exception. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but can you please just like, okay, there we go. Okay, so I'll restart that. But I think it would be cool if um, Python speech. I think it would be cool if I turned the chat and just had the chat speak on my speaker 24/7. So anytime anybody chats anything, it just like it would be funny. Hello, cooler Barl Hinto. Um, hello. I do think it would be hilarious to do that. So I might just write some code that pipes to that. So I can probably do that right now. So. Um, I really don't even want to think about it. Let's see if I can just make it happen with this. I need Python code to write chat from my YouTube live stream to a FIFO named temp TTS FIFO. That's it. That's all I need. Oh, Pi chat, live chat. Wow. Oh, that's so cool. It's so easy, so simple. I don't even think I need uh, like an API key or anything. Should be nice. Chat.py. All right, let's try this. So I need to import PyChat, and then my video ID will be. I'll just copy the stream here, and I will uh, paste this in here, and then get rid of this and this. Good. Okay, I think I will try that. So I will just come over here and get rid of vim chat.py, okay, python chat.py, pip install py-t-chat, and I am in a local pyenv. Okay, hmm. While chat is alive, so chat is not alive, apparently. Hmm. Said replace with my YouTube video ID, which I thought I did. I'm pretty confident I just replaced it with that ID. I mean, it should be python chat.py. It just like returns um, print terminating chat not active. So it doesn't think chat is active for some reason. Okay, I'll just tell Claude that, hey, this doesn't work. It immediately goes to terminate. Are you sure this is correct? A chat downloader? Okay, so it's probably going to long pull this, I guess. Okay, let's try that. So chat.py. Now I need the full URL, I think. So let me go ahead and copy that. I'll just paste it even with that feature thing. Did I? Oh, that's weird. I did not mean to do that. That's not where I meant to put that. It needs to go here. That file should be deleted on... Dang it. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, Python chat. Pip install chat downloader. It's not a thing. Okay. Pip install chat downloader. Okay, that's cool.
Author. Cooler Bartlehento message. Hello, man. Timestamp.
Oh my God.
1 quadrillion. 733,666,536,639.
Well, that's when you said hello. Okay, so I need some features. So okay, so I need some features. This thing needs to, one, long pull, two, keep track of what has already been written to the FIFO. Three, this thing is writing the entire JSON to FIFO. Just write author says message. Long pull every 0.54 seconds, or whatever YouTube's rate limit or whatever will allow. While it's computing that, I'm going to go get my my keyboard so that way you guys can hear me type. Okay, so let me copy and paste this again. So Control Shift 1, and then this needs to be Control Shift 2. Okay, so now I can go back and forth between the two. Oh, the Python chat's still running. I actually want to test that. Because if it's still running, that may mean that it's long polling.
Author, Cooler Baruhento message. Hello man, timestamp, 1 quadrillion, 733 trillion, 66
Okay.
billion, 632,536,639.
Okay, well that's actually kind of annoying. So I'll just paste the old code or the new code, and we'll see what happens from here. Grab the stream URL once more. Hi chat. It's not working just yet, but 1 second. Python chat.
Cooler Baruhento says, hello man. Harrison D'Ambrosio says, hi chat.
Why is it a question? All right. All right. Let's test long polling. So see now, if it long polls correctly.
HackMatrix says, all right, let's test long polling.
Okay, cool. So now I don't even have to check chat. I just have to boot this thing up, and we're good. We're good. And I can hear what you guys say. So.
Harrison D'Ambrosio says, oh, I was kissing hi. I didn't even know what this was happening.
That's funny. I'm sure you meant kidding, but it's actually kind of cool to have this chat. So this is completely local. This is running on my GPU, the same GPU that's powering HackMatrix. So basically, I just need to spin up these two processes. So I need a shell script. So let me just write that real quick. I'll just make another alacrity, and then this one will go to cd HackRPG or HackRPG. Okay, and then this will be stream and vim start chat. And so then this will just be the home folder voice, and then I think it's speech.py. I need to, where did that window go? I need to set it as a hotkey for 1, I think. Come on. Okay, there we go. So I think this is speech.py. So this is Python speech.py. And hopefully it will use the venv, venv. And then this needs to be done in a separate thing, and then Python voice chat.py, and same thing. Cool.
Harrison D'Ambrosio says, this is sick. Why use GPU?
Oh, I mean, it has to use the GPU because it's a TTY model, or a TTS model. Chmod plus X, start chat. I'll show you the. Oh, okay. Apparently, we're just going to execute the stream PNG now. Start chat. That's what I want. So let me show you the model. Harrison. I think it's 2 is where this will be. So the model is
Harrison D. Ambrosio says, "Oh, gotcha."
so here I'm on Hugging Face, and I have a 4070 GPU, and I really like running neural network models, and so I got a TTS. I actually have experience doing TTS stuff like a decade ago, but back then the models weren't good enough for pretty much anything local, um, and so, for anything good local. And so I used a non-local TTS. Where is this? It's not there. It's Daemon CLJ. A Daemon CLJ. And so I was sort of making like an Amazon Alexa clone. This is not great. Not sure why that crashed. But I was making an Amazon Alexa clone, and or I think maybe it was even before Alexa released. So I was using IBM TTS and like Microsoft TTS, and like I had to like send my data up to the TTS server, and then it would make the file, and then I would have to download it and play it, and it was just very much not real time. This is pretty real time. I can just do alacrity, and then I can cat or echo. This is quite real time. Uh, Pipe that to temp TTS FIFO,
This is quite real time.
and it just works. So I think it's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. P kill. Okay, and I'm back.
Vladimir Huti says, "Hey, cool WM, I have question. Can you somehow use it within a 3? Thanks."
With i3 is probably or init 3. Uh, I'll have to actually check chat to see what you said, because that's a program name and it sometimes reads program names wrong. Uh, with i3, within i3. No, you can't use it within i3 because there is a special like sort of flag. Vim, let's see, I think it's probably in source window manager. So there is some like complicated code where we create the window manager, and yeah, here it is, set WM props. And so if I set, where is this? Where does it actually do this? Set WM properties, screen owner, matrix WM, matrix WM. So this call right here um, sets the window manager in X11 to matrix. Uh, and so what happens is when I set it to matrix, it basically is an exclusive resource that i3 can no longer access. And so I would have to relinquish this with the matrix program closing for i3 to grab the window manager status. And the reason why it does this is because the window manager can say, okay, I'm going to move this window, I'm going to resize this window, I'm going to close this window. It has a lot of leeway to do a lot of various actions. And having 2 of them is just like a security concern or something, because like imagine like you spin up, you're in your WM and you spin up another WM and it just starts like randomly like controlling your windows and shit. Uh, X11 is just like super secure in that way, I guess. So unfortunately, the answer is no. But thank you for the compliment on the WM. Okay, so with that, I think I want to go to Hugging Face. I said that this particular live stream is probably going to be about me grabbing some type of TTS model, or not TTS, some type of uh, code model that will allow me to build an agent. And so I'll just have, I think I want to live stream just an agent running 24/7, just writing code, trying the code out in an environment, and then that type of thing. Um, uh, and so I could probably like add that sort of agent view into HackMatrix itself, like or HackRPG, the game. Um, so. and it would just be its own separate process that just runs and people get to observe it, or maybe even interact with it. I'm not sure. pkill,
I make some hack. Would like to have it as one of my workspaces.
cool. Sorry I didn't get all of that playing. I had to restart the stream, but he said, "Gotcha. Maybe I can do some debugging one day." I tried make some hack, and then everyone heard the rest of it. So I had to pkill OBS and restart it. That's why you only got half of that audio. Okay. I'm actually pretty happy with the voice thing that I created here. So I'm actually going to so git init, and I'm going to put this into git. I guess there's one thing I could do with that chat, which is that right now the URL is hard coded, and so I could have it just read the URL from args. Uh, so maybe I'll do that and pkill the server. Uh, maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I think I'm just going to keep it as is for now. It's not that important. So git commit im init commit vim readme.md voice a local TTS server speech.py. The server opens temp TTS FIFO, just echo into it, and then chat.py, a YouTube chat reader client echoes chat into temp TTS FIFO, change the hard-coded YouTube URL in the main. Oh, I totally forgot. There needs to be, um, I think there needs to be speech. Okay, yeah. Vim readme. Note there must be a me.wav or wave to load a voice. Just yeet your voice into a wav and put it there. So actually, technically, the TTS is like slightly a clone of my voice. Not fully a clone. It's not super great, but it's like slightly a clone of my voice. Um, echo, it's slightly a clone of my voice into temp TTS FIFO.
It's slightly a clone of my voice.
Yeah, I mean, it's slightly a clone of my voice, but it's not fully. But when I tried to put, so I actually have a WAV of, let's see, mplayer Steve. I wanted to do Steve Jobs. For some reason, it's not.
Status, everything around you that you call life was made up by people. There were no basic change.
Okay, so when I use Steve Jobs as a voice, it came out as like an Australian. Like it, for some reason, the TTS like thought it was like an Australian voice and just gravitated towards all the Australian accents that it has like stored in there. Uh, because it's a, it's fully pre-trained and it has like most of its training, 99% of its training is, already trained on just a variety of voices, and then you just add this like little extra layer that it sort of forces it into a particular voice pattern with that audio that you use. And apparently, it just doesn't have Steve Jobs' voice pattern in the model whatsoever. Like it just can't replicate it. So it's just like the best thing I got is an Australian voice. So, anyways, I want to get transformer like ChatGPT running locally. And when I say locally, I mean on a AWS server. Um, so that way I can do agent stuff with it. And I think I've budgeted like $500 for it, so a month. And so I'll just do that, and I'll just let that be my AI server. Um, so I guess the first thing to do is I'm just going to log into AWS and just spin up one of these things. Um, maybe put a limit um, on my system. I believe this should work. I want account ID. I want to do this. MFA, I need my phone. Où est mon cellular? Je ne sais pas, mais je veux mon cellular. Allô, allô, monsieur l'ordinateur, dites-moi, dites-moi, où est passé mon cœur? Okay, so, oh, it's a new month. It's like it can't broadcast or it can't forecast the amount of cache I'm using because it's a new month. Um, so I need to put a budget on this thing or a I don't know exactly how I'm going to use this. I just need to put a limit so it just notifies me. Okay, so I'm going to create a new instance. So I have HackRPG. Um, this one will be HackAI. And so it will be a Ubuntu server um, running G4 something. Oh, wow. So it has a base pricing per hour. They're so expensive. So let's go to, I think it's the G model that I want. Python, so I want $500. So this needs to be 500.0 um, divided by 24 multiplied by, let's say, 30. Um, And so then that gets me a total of 70 cents an hour that I am allowed to spend on this. And so then if I do a G, I think 4, I believe is it. So like this one, I can use. This one I can't use. The AD large, 4x large I can't use. The 2x large I can use. And I think this might have been, I think the 2x large was probably 480 bare metal. I think it was the 80 version. Okay, so if I did the Ubuntu Pro pricing, it would be, yeah, that's a little high for me. But the 2x large, which has 8 CPU, this is probably the one I want to run. I can't believe I'm going to spin this thing up. So it's saying that this thing is going to cost, I'm using the Ubuntu, am I using the Pro version? I think this is right. I think this is, it says like 54 cents. So let's go and try that. So this is 24 times 0.54. And so we're going to get $12 a day, which is not much at all, actually. Yeah, I think that's fine. All right. And so I am going to just create a new key pair. And this will be hack AI, PEM. Okay. And then, okay, so the storage is very strange. GP3. So, I mean, if I'm only running 8 gigabytes of GP3, that's not like, these models are insanely large. Free tier eligible customers can get, yeah, I mean, wonder how much this stuff costs. Instance store volumes. Oh, it comes with 2 volumes. Okay. Yeah, 308 gigabytes is plenty. Launch. What was that? Oh, okay, that was just something you have requested. Oh, it's so weird. I guess it makes sense. Uh, so this is IED1, which is US East, US East, Northern Virginia. All G instances. Okay, so this is for vCPU, and I think I was going to create like 4 vCPU. That's what I was going to do. 8 vCPU. So let's just do like 16 vCPU. Just AI inference. I mean, the quotas make sense because they don't want people like spinning up. They want to know like, hey, I specifically requested this $500 a month instance. They don't want people coming back and saying like, I didn't mean to actually do that. And they'll be like, no, you actually requested 16 GPUs manually. You typed it into a text box. That's that's what they want to hear. Honestly, this might not get back to me very quickly. Wait, this is new limit for GPU instances? I thought it was for vCPU. Okay, let me try that again. Oh, EC2 instances, Virginia. I need. Okay, okay. The limit, it says the limits are based on the actual vGPU, vCPUs. Interesting. How many vCPUs does it have? 8x vCPU. Four G4AD2X. G4AD2X large. I think is what I want. Maybe a G5 that I want. Oh yeah, I don't think I want Radeon V. I think I want for this I want NVIDIA GPUs. Um, so I actually want a G5 X large or G5 2X large. So I was going to use the wrong um, instance anyways, so that's fine. Um, so I actually think I need to. I think I will want to. Okay, no, G's fine. That's it's a G5. Um, but I do think I want to change this here. Not sure how. Uh, so I want to launch an instance, hack AI. We're going to run Ubuntu because AL is not uh, changing your AMI result. Okay, I don't care. Change my AMI. Oh, I didn't mean SUS. That's the real issue. Okay. Um, so this is a G5. All right, so a G5 large is $1 an hour. A 2x large is $1.50. Okay, so $1 an hour is like really expensive. But I think I'm probably okay with it. So let's do the calculation again. So this will be $24 times 30 days Yeah, that's that's pretty high cost. It's a very high cost. Is that the only, so a G5X large? I mean, I think that probably has to be it because I don't think I want to use non-NVIDIA. What is the G5G, the Graviton 2 versus the, I mean, the G5G is probably not much less. Probably doesn't even, probably requires me to run Amazon Linux too. G5G, wow. What the F? Dude, their Graviton, look at this. Look at this. So their Graviton processor just makes it like cuts the price in half. That is incredible. I can do a G5G 2X large if I run it on an Amazon AMI. That is incredible. All right, let's do that again. So G5. So now I can do the G5. Oh, dang, I can't. Why isn't it not letting me do this one? This is the one I want. The architecture x80 of the selected AMI is not supported in this instance. What can it run on? Does it run on Debian? Oh, I get it. I get it. So this is an ARM processor. That's what's going on. This Graviton thing is an ARM, right? G5G, yeah. So that's why it's so inexpensive, is that it's an ARM, um, which is cool. I mean, I'm totally down to run ARM stuff, I think, probably. Uh, okay, so if I do a G5G 2X large, we're going to get a single NVIDIA TAG Tensor Core GPU. As opposed to the G5 standard, which is so if I do a G5X large, just a single GPU, um, this is an A10G. Okay, so that's 125 teraflops. Is this one faster? FP16. Okay, so it's like literally twice as fast. So that's probably why it's twice the cost. I don't know. Running that ARM one seems kind of cool. I don't think I want to spend $700 a month on this. I think I want to spend something like less. think this is where text generation is literally just what it is. Text generation, that's what we want. So like if I do this Quinn32B, like what can this easily run on? So I don't want it to be quantized. I just want to throw it onto my system and see if it works. 32B I probably can't put on one of these though. Unless I get a G5G metal. Let's see what that is. Yeah, really expensive for that G5G metal. I might be able to use something else, I guess. Something other than AWS. Um, yeah, so I'll probably run a 14 parameter, 14 billion. Yeah, I wish I could run 32B with the amount of money I have, but I can't refactor. Deep seek coder. Oh wow, these are, oh, the instruct. Holy shit. How to run locally. Damn, that inference is insane. The cost of that would be so high. I wonder how bad the light model is. Eight X A10 GPUs. That 8X cluster is probably going to be incredibly expensive per month. Okay, so it's saying eight of these, 880 or eight A100s. So it's like $8 an hour. Let's just say $10 an hour. So the cost is going to be $7,000 a month. $7,000 a month to run one of these. Wait, Minstrel Large, maybe Minstrel's not open source, or maybe I'm just misspelling it. Oh, Mistral. Mistral Large Instruct. Oh, I'd love to be able to run one of these. Mm. 300 gigabytes of GPU RAM. Nice. So I'm pretty sure this is the model that everyone's running locally. Oh, this is the 8B, okay. I might not be able to run an 8B on this machine. It takes forever for Hugging Face to send an email. I've noticed this on other accounts. I could run an 8B on the 16 gigabyte ARM instance that I want, I think. Five B 1.5B base. What? Yeah, I'll give this one a try. We'll see what this one does. Okay, so I need to do pi env local 3.9, I believe. Okay, so that should have PyTorch now. Okay, that goes downloading all 3 gigs. Luckily it's tiny, so I think this is the only model that needs to download. Some of them just download like many multiples of models, but not this one, I think.
HackMatrix says, testing TTS.
Okay, so apparently this model can't run because it needs just an insane amount of it needs 80 GPU. That's incredible. I didn't think it's a 1.7B. Does that need 80 gigabytes of GPU? Why does it need 80 gigabytes? I don't understand. I thought this was supposed to be tiny. Oh, it just tried to allocate 64 gigabytes. I get it. That's because of the TTS that I'm running, I think. So if I were to pkill tmux and then ask it to run, it's not so bad. I think this is called a quine, which is like kind of hilarious to me. All right, so let's see what it does. Uh, this thing is so slow. All right. So I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to do. So I'll just kind of test it out. All right, cd dot llm. Uh, Okay, so there's the FIFO, and so now I can echo a question to the FIFO. I wonder if it writes to the FIFO too. Um, echo, let's see if I can do this properly. Cat main.py does this code output to FIFO? Oh, yeah, this needs to go to FIFO. Okay, so it doesn't output to FIFO, I think. Not exactly sure how it even works. So it gives me commands, enter commands. Oh, it has no idea what it's doing. So it creates a FIFO, it reads. Okay, so I have to come over here and type 1 to get it to actually read, to tell me what it's supposed to do. So let's try that. So I type 1, and now it's going to process. Oh, jeez. I have no idea what the heck it just did. That code was bad, though. I mean, it's real Python code. It just didn't know how to write it very well. Okay, write code that opens main.py and uses comments. This little bitty 1.7b doesn't know how to do anything with code at the moment. It writes code better than my mom, at least, I guess. Look at those messages. It has no idea what it's doing. It has no freaking idea what it's doing. It's bad. It's not good. might try this one. Although I might have to quantize it. Alright, guess I'll try this model. Gwyn 7B. Okay, so I need to do pyenv local 3.9 Python main. Okay, so now it's going to download the 7 gigabyte. So it has 4 of these to download. Okay, so that, if I run, so it's a 7B that comes in as 16 gigabytes clear. That's not going to work. I need to use the 3B because I only have 8 gigabytes of RAM. There we go. This one. Let's try this one. See how good this one is. Okay, so I believe that if I use something like AWS G5 instance, G5G. Oh, maybe it's a G480 that I was looking at. It's probably not though. Oh yeah, because the G4s use the Radeon, and I need something with CUDA cores to run most of my models, at least. Okay, so this one is loading in 2 times 4.96, so 10 gigabytes of data. And so I imagine with 10 gigabytes of data, I will probably be able to, probably drops down to like 8 gigabytes, and then I can load that into VRAM. Okay, so I'm using the 3B instruct, and the 7B will, I think, be the only one that I can run. I guess it just tells me when I launch it. Yeah, 16 VRAM memory. Oh, that doesn't even show VRAM. Simple GPU VMs, G5, multi-GPU VMs. Okay, GPU memory. Okay, nice. So I have, for the standard G5, I have 24 GB of memory, so I'll be able to at least run the 70B. Um, if I do a G5 12x large, which is just way too expensive, um, I'm concerned that the G5G will not have 24 gigabytes of RAM, but I just need at least 16, I think. Okay, I mean, I guess that's fine. I guess that works. You'll probably just use this 2x large. I think it would be kind of weird to have not as the same amount of RAM as you have in vGPU, or sorry, VRAM. technically, like, I would really like to run this, but it amortizes. I mean, it's going to be like over 700, like probably $1,000 a month, some months, and then some months maybe not if I run it 24/7. I wonder if it's possible to split these models up so I could use like a 32 B on like just a 16 gigabyte. What did it do? It took this. Oh, it just has a response. I have to print the response. Why is it? Wait, what is that system? I don't understand what that is. Got it. It had no idea what it was doing. It didn't even know how to write code properly. Is that it? 48? Oh, I accidentally pressed C there at the end. Okay. Bro, I'm not. Hello? Hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm good. No, not right now. Yeah. No, it's fine. I think so. Every time we hang out, you request money. That's not really the type of relationship I want. Oh no, that's fine. Like, I totally don't think that you're like a bad person or anything. I think you're a good person. It's just that, like, yeah, it's just your like particular karma, like the particular, everyone has their own struggles. Your particular struggles right now is like, you know, money, and I don't necessarily think that you like respect money. And I also kind of get the hint that you're probably lying to me in some cases. Yeah, yeah, I know that. So so like let's talk about the like the robbery thing. I'm not 100% sure if you got robbed. Maybe you did. And if you did, it's actually extremely disrespectful. I know that like you can't control it, but just like if you get put in responsibility, you have money. Uh, Yeah, I mean, uh, I respect that, and I respect you as a person, and it's just like every time like I hang out, I can't just give you money. It's not good for me, and it's not good for you. Um, so wow, yeah, that's wild. Um, yeah, you're talking about the one on New York? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, it's on Capital N, New York. It's New York is the other road. But yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just those are things that like I've thought and like typically like I know that like a lot of people like hide their thoughts or whatever. It's not usually socially acceptable to speak your thoughts, but I just have to speak my mind on this. But like, so when I interact with you and like I do get like messages from God that like I should help you in some way, and sometimes, but I've prayed about it recently, and like I think it's just good for both of us, for me to not give you money. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, all right, yeah. I'll as life continues on, and I get if things pop up that like I could use your help with, then I can. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hmm. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you ever want to like talk about anything, like I enjoy talking with you. So yeah, and like the near death experience type stuff. That's really cool stuff too. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I mean that sounds cool. Um, Yeah. You're talking about the one that I usually go to, or you're talking about the one that's yeah, yeah, yeah. I know on the corner. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 Love you too, man. Yeah. All right. Well, have a good day. Um, yeah. All right. Adios. What am I using machine learning for? Sorry that I just had a conversation with someone. Man, I should have turned on the TTS so I can actually hear the shit. I had to. There's this homeless guy that I've been giving money to, um, and he just keeps asking for money, and I'm like, I'm giving him money, but like at this point, I can't give him money. I'm using. I kind of want to make an agent, although I'm not sure that this agent will be very good because I can only afford um, like 16 gigabytes of VRAM. I think I definitely can't. Oh wow, this one's great. Holy shit. So I can afford like 48 gigabytes of VRAM, I think. That will mean that I can run the 32. Holy sh! This might actually be great. No, I can't actually run the 32. I can only run the 16 GB. Um, and this L40 might be slow. Anyways, yeah, I'm just trying to make an agent to just write code 24/7, basically. Look at my repository and make comments and shit about it, I guess. I don't know. I'll spin one of these instances up and see what it's like once my limit has been increased. Okay, you respond only in code. Um, I added that. That's what I was doing. I had read file to string. And so this will just be code to modify. Then it will just be, I'll do an f string and then say read file to string. I think this works. I'll just say code equal to read file to string main.py. Um, okay, so let's see if this works. I want you to modify this code such that it writes to main.py. It overwrites main.py. See if it knows how to do this. I hate that it does this. And it doesn't respond only in code. Now an investor has come to the house to try to buy it. That's gonna wild. Anyways, so let's see. Code to modify. Zeus, hey, stop. Stop it. Stop. Let's see if I can make this happen. So it doesn't know how to respond only in code. I think that's pretty close. The fuck? AWS just deposited. Oh no, it didn't deposit. The fuck did it just? What the fuck did it just try to do? I think AWS just tried to ping my account or ping my bank account to see if I can increase the GPU limit. The vCPU or vGPU or whatever. So I got like a ping that my card is locked because I usually keep this account's card locked until I need to make a payment. So okay, modify the code, write the output to main.py, replacing the old code. Jeez. Using this to recursively edit code is like not working. Um, okay, so that worked almost well. Strip the first and last line because they contain escape sequences. Okay. I think this should probably print. No, it needs to write. It's like it only does one thing at a time. All right, let's see what this does because it might strip the output. Okay, I think this is actually, I think this will work. I think this will work. Okay. And then I think I'm going to increase the max new tokens to like 40, 84, 40, 48, 40, 88, 40, 1024, 2048, 96. Not that it matters. Okay, so now it's going to overwrite itself every time it writes the prompt. Um, Modify the code so it makes a backup of the last main.py so that I don't lose working code if broken code is generated. Should probably also tell it to print the response. Okay, so I'm going to vim main.py just to look at it, see if it did okay. So it should, so it reads main.py last main, cool. Okay, Python main.py. Okay, so now I have a backup. Um, Allow for two modes. Um, how do I do this? I think I need a way to have it generate an idea that it can then feed into itself. Um, I'll just say, let's see. Think about what this code is doing and make an improvement. Leaving comments in the code about what the improvement does. Okay, so it's going to output the last main, so I can just CP the last main to the main if there's a problem. Um, I'm not sure if it backquoted. Okay, there we go. So let's vim main and see what that did. Okay, so it didn't even edit it? What did it do? Oh, it added exceptions. No, it didn't add exceptions. What the fuck did it do? It didn't do anything. Oh, okay, so it just changed that. Just changed the. Okay. Recursively exec main.py. Now, modify the code to recursively exec main.py or to exec the new main.py. And if it fails, exec the old main.py. Okay, so now I'm going to have this repeated process of it just asking, what do we want to do with it now? What do we want to do with it now? What do we want to do with it now? until it bottoms out because it's going to leave all of these content. Oh, actually, no, it's going to do, it'll probably do a fork exec, maybe. Um, okay, cool. That's what I want. Okay, Python main.py. So I actually don't want it to keep loading the shards, but I'm not sure how to do it without doing that. So, okay, so it's recursively calling itself with the new code each time, unless it doesn't generate good new code. Um, uh, also, modify the code such that it has modify the code in front of the prompt. So I don't have to keep typing it in the manual prompt input. Oh, that's not great. It's not relinquishing the. I actually need to cancel this program. So it's creating this model. And it's recursively execing it. I'm actually super impressed that it's doing all of this with just a local 3B model. I might try to do this automated in a non-3B model, in a 7B model, which I run on in the cloud. Okay. So the recursive exec thing is not great. So did it actually modify the code to do that? What I wanted it to do last time, which is insert that thing into the prompt. Okay, so I'll just do this. Modify the code so that okay, Python main.py. I've been trying to extract information from the message and have it class it into a JSON object, but I'm very new to ML and I have no idea which model architecture to use or the model itself to use. You're working on machine learning at a text level? Yeah, I don't know what he's trying to say either. Um, okay, so the exec that is being used is not cleaning up the model. So the GPU memory is being leaked. Please fix this. Maybe use a real. Hmm. So it's going to change the code and then re-exec it. The CPU, it's going to run the CPU version again, unfortunately. Um, Okay, offloaded to the CPU, but hopefully next time it won't. No, you don't delete the generated code from memory. You delete the model. Does del actually work? I'm going to have like 100 deep recursive exec. Um, it should, actually, I think the exec should change the process. It might just use the same process. Okay, enter so it might just be the stack, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I can recursively exec like this infinitely. Um, Open Vim before execing the next round of main.py. Okay, so it's going to exec this one and then changing the code. But hopefully it won't run in CPU mode. It'll clear the GPU. Nope, still offloaded to the CPU. What the fuck? All of the variables wrap the text generation in a function so that all of the variables become local to the stack and get cleaned up before the exec. Okay, so it's going to make the change for me. It's going to open up Vim so I can read it. I'll close it, and then it will re-exec it all, hopefully. Although when it re-execs, it's going to be in CPU mode, unless once this fix changes it, it might work. All right, let's see what it does. So has this modify code, generate code, execute code, and then it does generate code, and then it just modifies code. Okay. I think this is good. I think this should work. It's going to run in CPU mode again. The current process just got forked. Let's get rid of this. Oh geez. Okay, let's run it again. Actually, I'm just going to open it. I think that works well. Okay. Add a function to generate let's say to generate 5 potential, add a function to generate 5 potential modification ideas in the following categories. System, let's say feature addition, system imp. Let's get rid of the categories. Let's do that again. So add a function to generate 5 potential modification ideas, and then allow me to select one of them or just continue with a manual prompt. If I select one, give me a manual prompt to add clarifying context. So 5 options plus a custom purely manual option, and allow me to provide context for the 5 options, 5 generated options once I select one, but not for the custom. Prompt is not defined. So in the next run, it should spend a lot of time generating ideas. It's probably going to fail at this task, I imagine. It has to generate a shit ton of code now, too. Okay. And the recursion thing is still not working. Okay, so let's see. So it's doing a subprocess run, execute code. Um, oh, I bet it's from this importation, and then it loads the model, and then when it does this, it just, I don't know what it's doing. Avoid using tokenizers before the fork. I think I know what to do. Okay, so the prompt, uh, so if I do it in a separate process, maybe it'll clean up the process or something. Excuse me. So generate code. It's not, it doesn't seem like it's doing that in a separate process. It should. While oh. Oh, it's not execing anymore, right? Is that what it is? Execute code. Open, yeah, so it is execing. I'm not sure why this is a while true. Because now it's going to exec and then that shouldn't be a while true. Yeah, it's not generating code in the. Let's try this again. Vim. Not even sure if I can return out of that. that generated idea is still broken, but I think it's in a good place at least. Okay, so dead stream. Oh, it died? Oh, no, it's not dead. Jeez, dude. Generate code should be executed in a separate process. I need like a trampoline function. Is there a way to like unimport? Going to the big boy here. I'm not even sure if this works correctly. Cat main. I'll just copy all of this. Is there a way to unload the tokenizer? It's complaining about the fork. Fine, let's do this. Vim main. The generated ideas are hard-coded. You need to use the model to generate ideas. The fact that I'm doing this on a local GPU is kind of insane to me. I think I want to order food. My phone is dead. Okay, let's see what it does now. So does it use... It literally didn't do what I said it should do. Is it getting the prompt accordingly? Is it passing the prompt in like it should? Well, at least the recursion works. Jeez. The recursion's still not working. I'll probably need an outside process to just manually rerun and rerun and rerun. That's probably what I'll need to do. But I want to be able to modify that process that's rerunning, rerunning, rerunning. So maybe I don't. Maybe I'll just write a simple shell script. Okay, let's see what it did. Modify code with manual prompt, generate code, generate modification ideas. What is it doing? Okay, I will probably okay, so the first thing, vim main, I'm going to edit this manually just a little bit. So I actually don't, whoops. I think it's good to open this in subprocess, but then it should just fall out. Vim run, and then this will be Python main.py, and while true, I don't know how this works. While true, run main.py, bash while. I don't know what a while true loop is in a bash. That's literally just that. How to write a freaking loop in bash. A while true loop. Okay. Whoops. Okay. someone hears this. Okay, let's see what it did. Is it even like, is it even changing the code? Like, is it doing anything? It's like it's not even like able to edit the code anymore. Let's see if it actually even edits the code. In the main, add a title with some ASCII art that prints before doing anything, before printing the options. Let's see if it does that. Why is it offloaded to the CPU? That definitely shouldn't be a thing. Oh, that's wild. It's doing a subprocess.run and executing the code. It's like opening the file twice. And like, oh, okay. Got it. So if I do manual, it's just executing the code. It's not very good at writing code. But what do I expect? I'm running this locally on GPU, or locally on my laptop's GPU. Okay, add ASCII art to the beginning of main, print it. Excuse me. Okay, what did it do? It's like literally just not doing anything. Like it somehow broke code generation or something, I think. Oh, okay. Why didn't it open that when I saw it the first time? What is that ASCII art? It says fuck lease. I feel like it's not opening the like automated or the main code. I didn't see that in the code base. Like it's so incredibly slow. Oh, it's printing it at the top here. That makes sense. So it does modify the code then. There's actually something I want to do. Um, Besides what I just asked it to do. Run git. Oh, no. Run diff main.py and last main.py or whatever the names are. Before opening Vim. Use subprocess to run the diff. it's like it's not even editing it. That code's not even going to run. So it has this. Oh, now it doesn't even have a main. It just destroyed the main. This is challenging. What a challenge. AI Legion. Who's coming in now? Okay, another homeless person's here. give homeless people a pack of cigarettes and then they start showing up to your house every day. Things happen. Okay. Okay, well, I think this AI agent experience was fun, but it didn't really work all too well. So there's this schizophrenic AI person. There's a schizophrenic homeless person. I live in a place where there's like basically like they feed homeless people. So like in the neighborhood, and so they just congregate like on my street corner basically. But anyways, this one homeless person thinks that they're schizophrenic, and they think that they own the building that I'm living in. And so they're constantly asking, "Hey, is someone living up in that apartment?" Because they think that they're supposed to be living in the apartment. They don't even own the building. I mean, they're completely fucking schizo. They just think that they own the place. It's it's wild. But anyways, I'm still nice to them because you know you gotta love everyone, I guess. Can plan right. Let's see what this clippy thing does. I think I'm going to end the stream for now. So, adios. This has been fun, somewhat unsuccessful. So, um, I guess I'll end the stream by going here in the browser and then pressing end. Adios. Goodbye.